Hey everyone, it's Quiva here, and I have another set of games in the Road to 2K series for you all, and there is going to be 20 games in this video. It'll be insane, super quick, high-octane, fast-paced gameplay against full fire 7 grassy. Let's get it started. Here we are against Cologne, and first turn is going to be huge in these matchups. You'll notice he has full fire and mud ball. What a horrible combination. That's all I'll say about it right now. But we toss a couple lobs and we're both terrible. And I tower out. He is going to teleport to the left side. And I'm going to have generic for most of the video. I think I tweak a couple spells to bring a little bit more rush, but it's pretty generic. Here I'm just going to set up a portal on the side. He doesn't have many options now. I have always the option of flying through and flashing the bottom out, and here will I be able to do it? Speed. Get him. Alright, so his gate was just used. He'll be super low after he teleports in, down to like 100 or so. Yeah, 116. And try to prot where he can't fire arrow, but I don't know if it's possible. That's probably possible here. Can he hit me? He's going to have to engage in some defense. So I'm just going to flash out, and Kano's a bit risky here. Okay, he does dragon. This is kind of unfortunate. I have to just kind of wait a little bit. Kano here could be kind of terrible. Oh, Sphere of Healing is also pretty terrible. I'm going to try to push and maybe hit him with the clock from under, but then I'm going to get Kano'd. It's a little bit of a risk that I have to take, I think. Oh, and it knocks him off the dragon. Let's go. Nice. Now I got to just get back to my portal as fast as I can. Do I have prop back up? I don't think I do just yet. Speed! Oh, man, I'm terrible. I couldn't quite get the angle off. I tried, though. I don't think he can deflight me, though. Can I flash that down again? No, I'm just going to pebble. So, feeling pretty good here. You notice he hasn't taken any familiar, I don't think. And so I'm pretty much won completely. There's nothing he can do. Clocked into the water. 1 HP. Okay, I lied about the familiar thing. He is level 5. I just can't see. So, game 1 goes to me. Alright, here we are again. And he's going to get first turn. Hit me with a fire arrow. Here I want to hide from another arrow, and I decide to not really hide and just tower. Protection shield is okay there, maybe. He just fire arrows again. Tower's probably better. And then I can push next turn now and pebble him. Okay, gotta push as much as possible. The thing that makes it really difficult facing Clone is that he has Mud Ball, and so he really deals with my aggression very well and very easily. You just hit me with Mud Ball over and over. And so there I tree him, and he's just going to start to heal. It's really looking dire for me just after like 3-4 turns. I'm going to flash out, and he's just going to go all the way to 250, and I just kind of shed a couple tears. Don't really know what I can do here to get back in the game. Portal to the top of the map, get a double drain off maybe. But I need to be careful about where I place the portal because he can just fire a ball through it or lob a magma bomb, who knows. Here, yeah, I just go for a mega. I don't know what else to do really. I think my tree was down for another turn, and so it gets tricky, especially when he's got first turn. Okay, this flash will be okay. It won't really help me that much. Maybe I can still go aggressive, hit him with the ray here. Yeah, okay, 130. I'm not dead just yet. I have some protection from aerials. We'll see what happens. Okay, Flame Dragon comes out. Am I just going for the win? Oh no, I get the flash off! And he just gated. This is sick. Now I have a chance. This is a great move. 85 health, still very, very precarious because he's got the flame dragon out. And I just flighted, so he's just going to be able to hit me with his dragon. And what do? Go for a lob here? I mean, I don't know. Oh, do I get it? Dang it, man. So close. And he gets the win here. 1-1. All right, so we're tied up. There's 20 games, so I don't know if I'll keep track throughout the whole video, but we'll see. And I'm just going to push and tower. And here there's an option to deflight, but okay, I decide to go for an OA book this time around. So I varied my book a bit, and I'm just going to try to rush. We'll see how this goes for me. Oh, actually, I don't have an OA book. I have some sort of double tower mix. Okay, really mixing it up here. That just allows me to, I think, help counter his mud ball, maybe? And oh, damn! I missed the pebble shot. That really screws with me because I have both my towers down. Man, that sucks. Okay, but yeah, double tower is going to have Deluge. I'm going to have Maelstrom. So I'm looking decent. You know, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, he's just going to spam heal, which is, of course, just like so infuriating. Sphere of Healing. But I get my tower back. It's nice to have the Thread of Deluge to detower him, so if I stall for a couple more turns, I can detower with Deluge. I decide to push here. Ooh, that's ballsy. Very ballsy, and I do get the Pebble. He doesn't really have any way of knocking me off the map, and I can respond to one of his fireballs with a, like, spear, maybe? Okay, that wasn't fantastic, but it was good for him. I'm still in a dire position, and I go for the Mega. Does it get one other tick? Oh, that was pretty terrible. Oh no, it's looking dire for me. What can I do here to win? It's very, very unlikely here. Oh yeah, I queue. I queue into the death. 1 win, 2 losses. Here we are back again. He gets turn 1 and hits me with the fire arrow off the rip. And I think I abandoned that double tower flightless book altogether because I was like, fuck, I'm terrible with that book. This is not going to work. And somewhat nice map gen for him, having that tree at the bottom to go hide on the side without having to teleport, right? Okay, I stick with the double tower. I said, you know what? I'm stubborn. And so I guess, yeah, there is that hidden benefit of Sanctuary clearing the Flame Shield, but unfortunately I used it and then he casted Flame Shield right after, so not going to be so helpful. And you know what else is not going to be helpful? Just taking a swim. You know, I really just think that Clone needs a pretty big advantage, so just kind of letting him, you know, get that edge, give him that false sense of security. Oh, he misses that arrow. Nice. I'm still in the game. Double tower. Maybe I can get some comeback going here. Burning Sands. Okay, interesting. Flightless mix with Burning Sands. Yeah, got a nice variety of books here. Let's see. I'm thinking about. I don't know. It's tough. I don't have much to block the aerials. I just have to kind of go for the win. So I toss a Mega to detower him, and of course he's going to just Flame Shield. I'm pushing. Wow, what am I doing? What am I doing, man? Oh, Consume Soul. Is this pre-nerf? Man, some of these games are old. Oh, is he going to knock me with that? He's just going to kill me. God damn. GG. Okay, I said, fuck that. I'm going to go with Frost Arrow now and hit him off the rip with it. And I'm thinking, okay, should be auto win if you just get a Frost Arrow off the rip. Like, come on. There's no way that he should be able to even attempt to come back. But here again, I allow the Fire Arrow and hitting me past that tree to drop me down. but he doesn't go for it. He goes for the mud ball, which is respectable. And let's see here. This kind of ends up being a tricky situation where I can't really aim anything, as you see, and he's just going to spam heal. I could maybe get a spirit out, but then he's just going to fire arrow or fireball it. So I do have Blast from the Past. It looks like I swapped back to my rush book, so I go for that. But here I'm able to be fire waved off. But, oh, actually fireballs me off. Okay, that's just terrible. But sometimes you have to kind of calculate and allow yourself to get sunk and then realize, oh, I'm actually still 100 health up. So this aggression that you wouldn't normally condone can be pretty helpful against full fire after they've taken the familiar. And of course, if they don't take the familiar, then it's like, well, it's just not a great book at all. It doesn't do much damage. It's like playing with free-to-play spells. So here I'm feeling pretty good. Double Drain is an option. Okay, but I go for the Frost Arrow. But the dragon takes all the damage, I think because it was facing me. The head was taking the damage. If you hit the user while on the dragon, it'll double. But can I get the 100? Clutch Mega Boulder. Let's go. We are back. Turn 1. You'll love to see it. Bonk him in the head with the Frost Arrow. We can't let him get away with this full fire cheese shenanigans. Alright, he's got the tree on the side again. Oh, can I angle a Frost Arrow to hit him? I'm not so sure about that. Am I going to try it, though? That would be insane. Okay, no. No, I didn't go for it. I don't know what spell would work to be able to hit that. I would have to maybe lob a BFTP to cancel the Flame Shield and then use my second Frost Arrow. That would be the best move probably, but the most risky as well because it's pretty likely that I miss the BFTP. Here, pretty self-explanatory, although, it's very complicated whenever he has Flame Shield up. Especially if I don't have BFTP, it's like, how do you push? And he just spams Sphere of Healing to get, he's already at 205, and he's, actually in this game, he hasn't taken any familiar, so I'm actually sitting in a good spot if he's 205, having not taken familiar. And so he takes it, and then I can just use my BFTP to my advantage and get him down to 25. And usually when he's super low, I can go for the portal grab rather than try to portal to the right top side, just because I want to prevent the heal spam, right? So here, I want to go for like a clock or a mega. Okay, that doesn't go that great, but it does do quite a bit of damage, and I'm not sunk. Nice. Go for the clock lob, get the dub. If y'all have enjoyed this video so far, please drop a like and subscribe. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And drop a comment, let me know what kind of videos you would like to see next. Here I once again get first turn, knock him with the Frost Arrow, and I'm just going to push. Reckless Abandon. There though again I blunder because he's able to knock me out of flight, and I can get back up, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, you can see how it's pretty different of a technique, of a style to play against full fire. That early portal grab is common because the full fire doesn't have many tools to combat it. And here though, this always is an awkward situation that you're in when he has Volcano, and I don't want to go down there with him. He's baiting that in a sense, right? So he's able to fire arrow me, and I can't get back through the portal, which really sucks. Now, how am I going to win this? Did I just queue there? I just queued. What am I doing? Am I going to try to pebble? I do try to pebble. I do succeed with the pebble. But then when he deflights me here now, I'm not going to be able to get through the portal. Or am I? Oh, dang, I dropped. That's unfortunate. Okay, now I just have to kind of stall. I'm going to tower up. And, oh, one of the fireballs goes through the portal and hits him. Kind of unfortunate. Can I get a lob off here? Mega. Oh, it doesn't do much damage. It just hits him once. Dang, that sucks. All right, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. And so I've just got to hide. I can drain that a couple times. He's also going to heal all the way back up to 300 health though. So it just kind of sucks for me. Because I have generic this time around, I don't have Maelstrom or any sort of side hide tools. So yeah, you can see how the margin for error against full fire is a bit small, but it is a lot of health to take. And like I've mentioned, it's very first turn dependent, right? So I'm going to go through here and try to get this flash off. Nice, 7 seconds. Engaged the thrusters for that one. And go back through protection shield, and I think I'm okay for a little bit. Yeah, okay, I don't know why I stayed in the portal, because he's going to volcano me or fire arrow. So I blundered. And now I'm down to 35, which is just, oof, just horrible. What's my win con here? I gotta go back through the portal. And I don't have tower. Okay, so I'm just gonna tree. Is he out of fire arrows yet? Perhaps. We'll see. Oh, this almost kills me. 21, 16. God damn. Okay, it's looking very dicey for me. Is he out of fire arrows? Please, please. Oh, he is. He's out. Let's go. Okay, I drain. Can he get through? Actually, he could probably aim a fireball through there. Can he? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, 14 health. 14 health. Oh, he doesn't. What do I do here? Oh, man. I choked so hard. He got the win. Well, that one was kind of disappointing, but okay, he's got turn 1 here, and as I typically do, I'm going to respond with my own damage. And if you don't have Frost Arrow or anything, you just push, close the gap, try to aim for a mud ball, or maybe use a tree, you know. But you want to get close as possible so that the following turn you can be in range of hitting him with some damage. And so he actually unfortunately queues, which happens at times early in games. And so I'm just up huge here and can afford to be deflighted. And he's going to go for a fire arrow. I do have to be careful though, because he always has the threat of spamming heal. So again, I'm just closing the gap as quick as possible. And I I throw the mega, and I'm actually at 100 health. So super low, and somehow, even though I ended up with turn 1, I get the lob. Boom. I was going to say, even though I ended up with turn 1 and the arrow, and back-to-back arrow, basically, he still nearly won. All right, let's see what we got here. This looks like a favorable map gen for me. And what I mean by favorable map gen is where maybe there's a couple of different hiding spots, some protection from aerials. Maybe like a tree on the side would be nice, but I don't have that here. But I do like that it's not the widest open map in the world. So I'm going to push here, Pebble. Yep. Doesn't really have, I mean, maybe Fire Wave would sink. I don't think so, because it doesn't quite work like Flash. But here, yeah, you're going to see how Mud Ball really sucks. I mean, just sucks to face. And it's so easy, you know, to use. Just familiar up, spam all 4 of your Mud Balls. And okay, here he goes for a Lava Bomb. Can I jump out and clock, maybe? I think would be good. Okay, yeah, flight, clock. Nice. Okay, I don't know what that BFTP was, but I just maybe misclicked. So now he's at 41. I'm looking pretty good. Okay, Mud Balls again, which is pretty shitty, but I have Clock Tower to come out. And he's going to have to tower up himself. Here it's a little bit awkward because I'm in a tower, and I don't necessarily want to de-tower, but I realize that I'm at 101. I'm not lethal, so it's worth it. And he has to gate here. Okay, he doesn't have to gate here. He actually goes for the dragon, which again, super annoying. If you're not aware kind of the tools that Full Fire has, and the dragon and the alt mount that you can do now, which is where if you hold alt, you can mount your dragon, even if you're trapped. As you saw, he mounted his dragon even though there was a wall separating between him and the dragon. And now this just like, I don't know, it really kind of screwed me. Because, yeah, he just wins here. Does he not? Oh, 8 health! Okay, come on. What do I have? Nothing. 25, 15. Oh, dang it. Man, that dragon, so annoying. Okay, let's see if I can handle the dragon any better this time around. I get first turn Frost Arrow, and I would say this is a favorable map gen for him because it's difficult for me to close the gap here, and he also has the higher ground, which means it's hard for me to aim my arrows. I'm going to flash out, just spam it, and maybe he can use some of his muds. Here he's going to tower, and now it's pretty impossible to hit him with any sort of spell whatsoever. I'm going to try anyway, but it's like, well, you know, that's not going to do much. Now what could I have done instead? Maybe a Storm Spirit or a tree to get some protection from aerials. Tree's probably best. If I Storm Spirit, he just kills it, right? So again, creates kind of these awkward situations where it's hard to know what to do. He hasn't familiared yet, which is nice. He has to use it soon, but he's not choosing to, which is interesting. And so I'm just going to flash out, and I think that's sensible. He's going to need to Flame Shield up again. And maybe I can fly out of this and Prot Shield, just push. You just got to be relentless. Push, push, push. Damn, I missed my arrow. I wonder if there's a way. I think if the angle, if the arrow comes at him a little bit less steep of an angle, then I should be fine to be able to hit that, but I don't get it in 7 seconds. The aim's off. And here he has a clear advantage, even though, you know, you might be thinking, well, the health is pretty even. But he's got his Flame Shield up, and I have to be on the aggression. He's going to win if I just sit there and wait. I don't do much. And there I unfortunately hit myself with my own pebbles, really screwing me over for this game, hurting my chances hugely. I'm going to get hit with this fireball, and it's like, oh man, all hope just might be lost here. I could go for a mud ball. He's just going to volcano me. GG. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't volcano. Okay, fair enough. But I don't think it's possible to kill him here, and I kill myself. Unfortunate. Okay, we're back. I am once again looking at the map, and you can see I've got the Frost Arrow, which I think I took out Mech Arrow and probably Sky Ray to fit that in. Not 100% sure at the moment, but I know that I kept Clock and Mega, so it's probably Sky Ray and Mech for Frost Arrow shards. Again, I'm going to push, and it's interesting that, yeah, he does respond with the Mud Ball instead of the Fire Arrow after I push. Which is, I wonder if it's better. I don't think it is because, like, I still can't hit him even though he has the Flame Shield. Okay, he knows that I have BFTP, so I can hit him. So Mud is probably better. But yeah, if your opponent's trapped and you have Flame Shield up, like, you know, the point of Flame Shield is so that if they're not trapped, they still can't hit you. So trapping them isn't really that effective. But I'm able to get that win, and we are just flying through these games, everyone. 26 minutes in. Hopefully this video is not too much longer, but I start that game off with a absolute blunder. And I will say, playing Full Fire on the road to 2K, probably not the best idea. I don't know if I should be really playing Clone 20 games in order to get to 2K, but you know what? We're just living the dream. Here once again, I gotta push. I mean, okay, what what is that? Man, I gotta detower and just go. I let him get the flame shield. I'm gonna push this turn anyway. Please, please do it. Okay, portal's good. But it's like, damn, I'm looking back at these thinking, I didn't really play too well in some of them. Okay, I'm gonna stay in the portal. Okay, get a Pebble off. That seems pretty good. Is he gonna try to hit me with the fire arrow? Yep, that's gonna hit. Oh, I'm 75 exactly, so I can't hit him back. Wow, that really sucks. Damn, did I just lose the game here? Wait, no, okay, go through? No, I can't. How am I winning this? Oh my god. That's so bad. That's so bad. He just... Oh, he didn't aim through the portal? Oh, he killed me. Dang it. Wow, that was terrible. Alright, we'll see here if I can be aggressive in the right moments. Know when to balance the offense and the defense. I think that's knockable again with another arrow if I get the angle off. Let's see here. Yep. Should be. Alright. So that's going to probably be a win for me because he hasn't taken his familiar yet. And I'm just going to once again push. That portal is a nice addition. He doesn't have tree, but it still is like pretty much untreeable, I think, where I put it there. So it's really difficult to prevent, in fact impossible in some lines, like in this line, for clone to do anything about it. And so that just kind of locks in your chance to win. But here it still is going to take a few turns. He decides to full familiar. Well, not full, but you know, as much as he can. And I'm going to try to push. Okay, that pebble was pretty horrendous, but I mean, I guess maybe it's okay. He could have tried to rain of arrows from the other direction, but I think it's non-directional. And so I'm just going to pebble down and hopefully this kills. Otherwise I could be in some trouble. Nope. Okay, it doesn't kill. And that's a bit annoying to see. I wonder if I can go for a flash off. Is there enough time though? Oh, do I get it? Yes, I do. Let's go. 7 seconds. That's pretty tough to pull off, but able to do it. I'm starting to think maybe I don't have aura then. When I swapped out Frost Arrow because I took out aura for BFTP. So got the win there. Nice game. Okay, here we are in the next game. I completely whiff the fire arrow here, or frost arrow, and then he knocks me off. Really, you got to be aware of your positioning, folks. You can't be allowing a fire and arrow knock. Especially, I mean, you're going to have the bubble on the first turn, which basically just prevents damage, you from taking damage if you're sunk. But in this case, I had turn 1 and I left myself in a knockable position and then went into the water. That was just terrible. Here I'm going for the aggro portal because what can you do? And for some reason he doesn't go for a fireball, but he kills me instantly. That was the quickest game. Alright, we're back. Somewhat of a good map gen for me. Able to push and do quite a bit of damage on turn 1. He could maybe go for a fire wave here if he wants. Yep, he does, and he knocks me, so not the best positioning there. I could have maybe got a little bit closer to aim that arrow. And this is where Mudball really sucks to face. But I am able to tower out, which is always important. If you don't have tower, it's really difficult to deal with the mud. I just have to flash in that situation. But here I go for a lob and don't quite detower him. That's unfortunate. Can I hit him with the Mega though? Mega for the win? Okay, BFTP lob Mega. Come on. Come on. You got the balls. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, God. Man, gonna have to edit that out. No, just kidding. We'll leave that in, but let's see if I can redeem myself though. That Mega lob just was not quite what it needed to be. Okay, maybe thinking about like a tree? Oh, I'm really going for a ballsy shot here. Oh, but I just Q after that BFTP. Wow, really choke ball here. Jesus. What am I doing? Okay, I knew I had tower, but I was like, I'm so low. Why would I push there? Okay, this maybe I'm gonna go off to the left and mega. Am I really going for the mega here? Oh, okay, 68. All right, I've got a fighting chance. Okay, flight flash maybe. And then what happens when he goes side though? I'm kind of screwed here because the dragon is out in the open. How do I win this? I gotta run. I've got to run, eat a dragon's breath. Oh, I go for the arrow. Does it kill him? 3 health. 3 health. He goes for a tower. He goes for a tower. Oh my god. Can I get the pebble down? Come on. Yes. All right. Winnable next turn. Oh, he muds. He muds. He's down to 18. Wow, he's super low. Super low. Okay, we're looking good here. It didn't look good for a moment, but that last frost arrow was clutch. Here though, it's still a bit tricky. Do I have a BFTP left to toss down there? Oh, I get dropped really far, but I'm able to clutch that, have enough time. Man, remember this is 7 seconds, guys. That was probably like on the last half second that I got that off. Alrighty, next game up. He's gonna lob a lava bomb. Of course, he could have done a fire arrow for a safer alternative, but he just went for it. Full damage frost arrow. Let's go. We're in a great position here now. Surely just push this. You gotta have in your mind, push, push, push when you're playing full fire, right? Even going for risky stuff at times. And of course, trapping him is going to be very important, which is something I don't really employ as much. You don't see me using tree or mud ball spam. I just really go super aggro. But using mud ball spam could be a great strategy as well. That's something I could do more. But I'm able to get that win. Nicely done. On to the next game. I think, yeah, my book, if I had generic, I probably would go for more mud ball spam, but because I pretty much I have generic, but it's like generic with frost arrow and BFTP, so just a slight variation. Runs a bit counter to his full fire mix. And still I'm bad enough that I just, drop all these games. But, when you're trying to climb to 2K and running into full fire, it is not the ideal scenario. So I do what I need to do. And okay, here he does have mud ball, but I know that, and so I'm at the top of the map so I can jump out. But I jump into a hole, and that doesn't do anything for me because his flame shield is still up. Not good. Not ideal. He gets another mud ball off. What do I have to do here is just flash out again, having that constant mindset of just pushing. And okay, he misses, and I'm able to close the gap here. Okay, yep, Sui for the win. All right, we've got about 3 games left. If you're still here, I greatly appreciate it. Comment your favorite full book if you're watching to the end. Let me know what you love to play. Are you a full fire fan? Would you have you used full fire, low times or high times? Let me know. Here I go for the double frost arrow. You can see that 7G versus full fire, small margin of error. If you make a mistake or two, it's just instant loss in some scenarios, unfortunately. And that happened on a couple of occasions in our series that we've had today. This lesson that I've learned from playing Clone for 20 games is don't play Clone for 20 games. So that's an important takeaway. But at least I was able to scrounge up a handful of wins. All right, the penultimate game slaps me with the fire arrow right across the face. And once again, my approach is going to be to spam long jump until I'm up his ass. Unfortunately, I queued, and I got hit with a back-to-back. fireball, and that's just going to be probably the death of me, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, small margin of error. You really need to be locked the fuck in. And here I'm going to tower out. And he's teleporting to the side. I'm going to go for a portal grab that doesn't quite hit. That's a little bit tricky because there's a small confined space there. Couldn't quite get the angle. And yeah, he's going to run away and tower, and I can't detower because I'm lethal. So I have to just drain? Okay. No, I do the clock, but it doesn't detower, and so I'm really screwed here. I've got to hit this BFTP. Should I drain here? I think I might. Oh no, I go for the... Oh, that's so greedy, though. I could have drained. Wow, that is disappointing. All right, let's move to the final game. Final game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens here. This is very tricky, that turn 1. Flame shield on the side of the map. Not able to arrow that, right? So he's going to tower up, and it's very tough for me to push. I don't want to fly and proc because he's just going to fire arrow me out of it and I lose my flight. So I want to take a different approach. Here I know I can fly because I can push and maybe be able to get the pebble off. Okay, nice. So I only lose 1 tempo due to the sphere of healing. And okay, he's jumped down into that hole unintentionally. I'm going to go for a BFTP clock. Okay, that's going to be good for me. And the BFTP is helping me out quite a bit in these games to deal with the fire shield. I will say if you don't have it, then I think you need to use Mud Ball more often. So that's why I haven't been using it as much, is because I have the luxury of having BFTP. And he is going to pull out his dragon. Maybe I can get a clock off here. Yep, a nice lob, and he just felt the wind of that one. Unfortunately, I didn't have my glasses for that, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Damn, I kept those glasses off. I need to get my eyes checked. Which is funny. I go to the eye doctor every year, since I was born. But you wouldn't know it after watching this game. The only shots I can hit are the back-to-back frost arrows. So, yeah, I gotta have that crutch in my book. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this clone marathon 20-game series. Did I gain rate from this? Not really. I mean, when you're facing full fire, you just lose a handful of games, and especially Clone, who I think at this point was around probably 1.6, 1.7. I'm not gaining too much off of him, so as far as the gains go, I'm going to have to look forward to a future video. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.